What's going on? Derrick Henry, is he going to be hitting free agency? Today showed the top 6 teams that could sign Derrick Henry. Now, I think that he's the top free agent running back in free agency. Can we all agree on that? If you do, type your Y for yes. But when it comes to Henry, recent history would indicate that maybe paying a running back a top dollar, not a good idea, okay? And also about 2 weeks ago, Jason La Canfora said the Titans must avoid paying Henry after a career year. And in fact, the dude did have a career year. Like, King Henry absolutely balled out. 300 carries, over 1,500 yards, led the NFL in rushing, and 16 touchdowns. I'll tell you what, I don't know what it feels like to tackle Derrick Henry, but I imagine it's a lot like getting just hit by a car doing 35 miles an hour. It doesn't feel good. And then I think the other reason why Derrick Henry really boosted his stock is because what he did in the playoffs. Like, if you didn't watch the playoffs, you missed out on Derrick Henry absolutely trucking people. 83 carries, 446 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He went into New England, made one of the best defenses in the NFL, ripped him apart. Went to Baltimore against the number 1 team, the Ravens, ran all over them. And sure, even in the game that they lost to the Chiefs, he still put up 69 nice amount of yards. But when talking about Derrick Henry, you got to think about how much are you going to pay this guy? And are you willing to pay him? Because when you go back and you look at the highest paid running backs in the NFL, Devonta Freeman, that one didn't work out. David Johnson, they gave him 3 years, $39 million. That one didn't work out. Le'Veon Bell, that was a disaster. Todd Gurley, they're definitely biting themselves in you-know-where. Ezekiel Elliott right now is the only one where you're like, well, maybe. And Zeke, even then, got 5 years, $90 million. It's a lot of money to pay the running back. So I want you guys right now to type your votes. And for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, you might get hit with an ad break. And I want to know, where will Derrick Henry, will Derrick Henry be the highest paid running back in the NFL? I want you to type your Y for yes, or I want you to type your N for no. And if you want to know what I think, stay tuned after this YouTube ad break. I do not think that Derrick Henry is going to be the highest paid running back in the NFL. Close. I think he's going to get a contract of 4 years, $56 million. That's an average of $14 million a year, and he's going to get about $42 million guaranteed. Where does that rank? It ranks about right behind Todd Gurley's contract. Todd Gurley got $45 million guaranteed, 4 years, $60 million. I don't think he's going to get as much as Zeke, because I don't think he's as dynamic as Zeke or what Todd Gurley was. Derrick Henry is a phenomenal running back, but you really need to consider whether or not you're going to pay running backs in today's NFL a whole lot of money. It is still a lot of money. Some would say, paying them 4 years, $56 million is the right price. Some might say it's a little bit high. Some might say it's a little bit low. I will say this, though. I think we can all agree that free, it's for me. So I want you to stay up to date on free agency news, rumors, it all. It's 100% free. YouTube.com/JadsSportsTV. You find me something that gives you this much content, this high quality content for free. I'll wait. Actually, I won't. We'll be here all day. So stay up to date on free agency news, rumors, and more. 100% free. Click the subscribe button. We'll throw it in the description. We'll throw it in the chat below. Here's some people who are smart. Nick, HyperX, The Popos, Chris Smith, and Winston Shan, who changed his picture. Go figure. These are people who have subscribed to the channel. These are some people who always watch the live. I appreciate the people that tune in live, people that have their notifications turned on. As I choke on my words, I'm just getting choked up because you guys mean so much to me that you're subscribed. Go to youtube.com/JadsSportsTV. All right, guys, let's get in out of our top 6 teams for Derrick Henry. Number 6 on my list here, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. So they're 16th in the NFL in cap space with $49 million. But when you look at the Chargers, you're like, wait a minute. They don't have a quarterback. Both their top running backs are free agents. You could argue who's better. How about that? I don't have the weigh-in. Who's better, Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler? Type G for Gordon, type E for Eckler. But I'll also say this. I think Derrick Henry would be a great fit in Anthony Lynn's offense. I do. It is a run-first offense. Sure, Phillip Rivers threw for 4,600 yards last year, threw a bunch of interceptions. But if I'm Derrick Henry and I want to keep my production up, I'm going to look at what Melvin Gordon has done the last 4 years. I mean, that's some solid production. I'm not good at math, but that's what, 36 touchdowns? I can guarantee you Derrick Henry, who's got 28 the last 2 years, is probably going to get 10 touchdowns with the Chargers. So if you're going to go out and pay him, I can almost guarantee you he's going to get used very, very heavily in LA, who also has a new stadium. Also trying to hook you guys up with some new gear. Go to chatsports.com/NFL sale. We got t-shirts, hats, jackets, sweatshirts, shit. Anything you guys need, I'm going to find it. I'm going to put it up on screen. We're going to give you the deal. But in order to get it, you got to click on the link. You see it in the comments. It says, sweet gear for every NFL team, including hats, jerseys, shirts, hoodies, and more. Click the link. We got it for you. No, I'm not on anything. I'm just an energetic guy. T-shirts, hats, jackets. I'm excited about these deals. Take advantage of them. They're not going to last forever. Let's go to the number 5 team here on my list. I'm trying to think of the hat that Bruce Arians wears. Fedora? I think it's a fedora. I don't know if I'm right. Regardless, they got $79.9 million in cap space, which is 4th in the NFL. I think we can all agree that running back is a major need. No offense to Ronald Jones. Actually, yeah, offense to Ronald Jones. Not the answer. But the issue here is, even though they have a lot of money, and even though I think that the fit makes sense, Bruce Arians doesn't pay running backs a lot of money. He said it last year when all the Melvin Gordon rumors were out that he doesn't feel comfortable paying a running back big money. And I don't blame him. You also got to consider what you're going to have at the quarterback position. No, quarterback with Jameis Winston. But at running back also, you got Ronald Jones, who hasn't played that well the last 2 years since being drafted. Peyton Barber, if Peyton Barber was a flavor of ice cream at Ben & Jerry's, he would just be ice. Like, not vanilla, not just ice. Just plain ice, because that's what you're getting. Bleh. Nothing. So, obviously, having a running back like Derrick Henry would really, really help out this offense a whole bunch. But I mentioned Ronald Jones. Rookie year, not too good. He did play a little bit better for this team, but also this team has 2 of the best wide receivers in the NFL. They're really opening up the running game for Ronald Jones. I would love to see what Derrick Henry could do with the open running lanes that Ronald Jones was getting. So we are talking about King Henry, who led the NFL in rushing with 1,541 yards. So right now we got 600 people watching us live on YouTube. Let me know, who is the best running back in the NFL? We'll give some shout-outs now to some of the people who are getting their votes in. Zeke from Winston-Shan seems to be a popular answer. Kevin Otto also going to go Zeke. John Lou, Zeke. Right now it's all Zeke. Jeff Rogers, a Raiders fan. Josh Jacobs. King Higgins, you and I are in agreement. I think it's Christian McCaffrey. Tony Holder, 11, says Saquon Barkley. I'm okay with that. I grew up in Pennsylvania. Big supporter of Saquon. I think when you talk about just talent alone, I think Saquon's the most talented running back. Doesn't make him the best. Leighton Horner says Lamar Jackson. I'll accept it. Let me know in the comments section who's the best running back in the NFL. I can tell you which team he's not on. It's number 4 here. It's the Miami Dolphins, who are first in the NFL in cap space with $88.1 million. So realistically, if they want Derrick Henry, they can get him. Now, I think that, having a solid running game obviously helps your passing game, and I think that they're going to draft a quarterback. I anticipate them drafting Tua. The issue here is I don't really think it's a fit for their new offensive coordinator's scheme. The reason why I say that is because it's more of an air raid. The other issue, Kalen Ballage does not fit Chan Gailey's offense whatsoever either. Patrick Laird, give me a break. Myles Gaskin, come on, man. Derrick Henry would be a major upgrade. The Dolphins have 5 picks in the top 56. They have 3 first-round picks. If they are trying to win football games, you go out and you can get a running back like Derrick Henry to pair him with Tua. Or whoever quarterback you go out and get. Obviously, I think they're getting Tua. Or if you're still like, we're going to tank, then you don't go out and get Henry. I will say this. I think the team that goes out and gets Derrick Henry, you better be in win-now mode. Because if you're going to pay a running back over $50 million, you better be in win-now mode. Now, today's show is about Derrick Henry and where he's going to play. And I want to know, where will Henry play in 2020? If you think he's going to end up back on the Titans, I want you to type T for Titans. If you think he's going to play on another team, I want you to type O for other. Now, we'll give some shout-outs here. King Higgins, Kevin Otto, Tony Holder. They're all typing their T. Okay, I appreciate you guys. KD Bug, a lot of T's. All right, Ante, he says other. Coming up now, right now, okay, the top 3 teams for Derrick Henry. If y'all play fantasy football, this would be my dream scenario for Derrick Henry. Send him to the Houston Texans, who have the 9th most in NFL cap space, $61.1 million. This would take a lot of pressure off Deshaun Watson, who already has to shoulder so much because that offensive line is garbage. And I would make the argument that they would have the best offense in the NFL, at least compete with the best offense in the NFL, if you add Derrick Henry. No offense to Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson, Lamar Miller. You're not even close to Derrick Henry. And considering the fact that Carlos Hyde had over 1,000 rushing yards in this Texans offense, God, can I see what Derrick Henry would do in it? He'd be a top 5 pick, in my opinion, in fantasy. Heck, you could even say number 1. But wait, I'm not done there. In 2018, Lamar Miller, he went to the Pro Bowl, for goodness sakes. Lamar Miller is not a Pro Bowl caliber running back. Why? Why did he go to the Pro Bowl? Because he's on a great offense. The other thing that I'm going to look at if I'm the Texans, you were up 24-0 on the Chiefs in the playoffs. You know what probably would have helped that? Running the football a little bit more, maybe with a running back like Derrick Henry. In the words of OJ, I'm just saying. Speaking of OJ, let's go to the Bills, the number 2 team on my list, with $82.3 million, 3rd in the NFL. I mean, let's be real. You want to talk about a perfect fit for an offense? It's the Buffalo Bills. I don't care how many running backs they have. I get that they have Josh Allen. You want to be able to work both the play action pass? Go get Derrick Henry. Now, I like Devin Singletary a lot as a running back. And Frank Gore is going to play until he's 50 years old. TJ Yeldon's fun too. But you can't, for this Bills offense, have enough running backs, in my opinion. And I think if you're the Bills, you're going to look at the playoffs where the Titans beat New England, and wait a minute. If you're trying to dethrone the Patriots, you're not too far off. You were 10-6 last year. Maybe the way to do it is to add a little bit more to your running game. I mean, they have a great defense already. You add King Henry to that offense. We just saw Ryan Tannehill and the Titans going to New England and beat Tom Brady and the Patriots. Maybe if the Bills think that they're right there, because I think that they are right there to dethrone the Patriots, go out and get yourself Derrick Henry. Now, how about this question? Who's going to have more wins in 2020? Type B for the Buffalo Bills, type T for the Houston Texans. I'm going to type my T for the Houston Texans. But I want to know from you guys, because that's what we do here at Chat Sports. We want to know who you guys think is going to have more wins in 2020. So if you're going to go with the Buffalo Bills, type B. If you think it's going to be the Houston Texans, type T. So John is saying B. PS Game says T. Shelly says B. Shelly, appreciate you watching. Q-Tip, more of a D-Tip fan, is going to go with T. 6 of 1 types B. Johnny, T. I mean, this one's pretty split. I mean, I think the easier division to win is the Texans division. But I think the AFC East is worse, I guess, because of the Jets and the Dolphins. But let me know who you think is going to have more wins in 2020. And if you want to bet on division winners, if you want to bet on who you think is going to win the Super Bowl, MVP, all that good stuff, you can do it at BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. So Kyle Morris, Skip Frank, I see you guys commenting you think the Bills are going to have more wins. Go bet on it at BetDSI. See the guy Katie Bug typing T for Texans? Go bet on it at BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook. The #1 team for Derrick Henry. I know, no surprise. It's the Tennessee Titans. 13th in NFL cap space. Now, they could use the franchise tag on him if they want to. The Titans GM, though, he wants to keep Derrick Henry around, which is very important. Now, here's his quote. Derrick had a great year for us. I mean, he led the league in rushing. He built off the second half of the 2018 season that he had. He cares about his teammates. He works hard. He's great in the community, and we're going to work through that one and do everything we can to try to keep him around. However, maybe we should add a few more periods to quotes. Again, I'm just saying. But if the GM does want to bring back Henry, and if he's willing to pay him my projected 4 years, $56 million with $42 guaranteed, guess what? The GM has got a lot of say there. I do think that the Titans do end up bringing back Derrick Henry. I think it's the best thing for that offense. I think it's the best thing for the organization. And also it sends a message to every player in the NFL where if you have a career year, the team is going to honor you and bring you back. But they should at least be a little bit nervous. If you watched to the very end of this video, I say thank you. I appreciate everyone that watches the videos to the very end here at Chat Sports. So, if you watched to the end, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what you thought of the video. If you think that Derrick Henry is going to play somewhere else, hit me up. Let me know. But if you did watch to the very end, I want you to DM me, King Henry.